Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the top predictions for 2025, and let's be honest, after the dumpster fire buffet that was 2020, 2021 and 2022, well, let's just say the future could use a bit of optimism. But we're not just here to slap on some rose-tinted glasses. We're looking at the trends, the tech, the terrifying possibilities, and asking, what does the world have in store for us in 2025? From the rise of sentient toasters, okay, maybe not that, but AI is definitely on the menu, to the fight against climate change, which, spoiler alert, we're still losing badly. We're covering it all. We'll delve into the economic roller coaster, the final frontier of space, and of course the thrilling world of healthcare. Yeah, even healthcare is getting wild these days. So buckle up, grab your metaphorical crash helmets, because let's be honest, you can't afford literal ones with this economy. And get ready for a wild ride into the future. Don't worry, it's going to be at least 70% less bleak than whatever Elon Musk is tweeting about this week. All right, let's talk AI. No, not the kind that's going to steal your job and force you to live in a sewer writing algorithms for breadcrumbs, at least not yet. We're talking about AI that's actually helpful, like that friend who always remembers your birthday but never asks you to help them move. Imagine a world where your fridge orders groceries before you even realize you're out of milk, or your car drives you to work while you catch up on sleep, because apparently sleeping at the wheel is frowned upon in most societies. We're talking about a world where algorithms can diagnose diseases faster and more accurately than a doctor who's been up for 48 hours straight. But hold on, before you start planning your robot-powered utopia, let's address the elephant-sized algorithm in the room jobs. Yes, some jobs will inevitably be automated. Sorry, telemarketers, but your days are numbered. But fear not, because new jobs will emerge. Think AI trainers, robot ethicists, because even robots need a moral compass, and the highly specialized field of explaining to your grandparents how to use their smart toilets. The key here is adaptation. We need to embrace lifelong learning and acquire new skills, kind of like how you had to learn how to use the three-shell game that is the modern washing machine. The future of work might seem daunting, but it's also filled with opportunities. Remember, the robots might be coming, but they're probably going to need someone to show them how to make a decent cup of coffee, and that someone could be you. Okay, time for the elephant in the room that's also on fire: climate change. By 2025, we're not going to be chilling on a glacier-free planet, sipping sustainable smoothies. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but someone has to be, and it might as well be the guy who isn't trying to sell you a timeshare on Mars. But hey, there is a glimmer of hope. Governments are finally starting to take this whole planet on fire thing seriously. Well, some of them anyway. We're talking stricter emissions targets, massive investments in renewable energy, and maybe even a global treaty that doesn't involve invading a small country for its oil reserves. Of course, there will be challenges. We're talking about changing the entire way we live, consume, and power our addiction to tiny, glowing rectangles. It's going to require a collective effort from governments, corporations, and individuals. So what can you do? Well, for starters, you stop investing in companies that are basically arsonists with good PR, support businesses that are actually trying to make a difference, and maybe consider walking or biking instead of driving that gas-guzzling SUV that's bigger than some apartments in Manhattan. Look, the fight against climate change is a marathon, not a sprint. And right now, it's like we're only on mile 2 and we're already sweating, panting, and wondering if there's a vending machine around the next corner. But with continued effort and a whole lot of collective action, we might just make it to the finish line without melting the ice caps. Maybe. Chapter 3 to infinity, well, maybe a little bit further. All right, let's talk space, the final frontier. Or at least the final frontier before we have to deal with whatever's lurking at the bottom of the ocean. By 2025, space tourism might finally be a thing for people who aren't, billionaires. Imagine sipping a martini while gazing down at Earth, probably feeling a twinge of guilt for all that space junk you left behind. But it's not all just space tourism and overpriced space cocktails. We're talking about serious scientific missions here. Missions to Mars are becoming as routine as a commute on the New Jersey Turnpike, except with less traffic and more potential for alien encounters. And who knows what we might find out there. New life, new resources, new seasons of The Bachelor filmed in zero gravity. The possibilities are endless. Okay, maybe not endless, but vast. Vastly entertaining at the very least. But this space exploration thing isn't just about satisfying our curiosity or finding a new planet to ruin once we've finished with this one. It's about pushing the boundaries of human knowledge and understanding our place in the universe. It's about inspiring the next generation of scientists, engineers, and astronauts, or at least inspiring them to recycle more. Chapter 4. The Global Economy. Hold on to your wallets and your Bitcoin. Okay, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, the economy. Just kidding, it's about as much fun as a root canal, but unfortunately just as unavoidable. By 2025, the global economy is going to look, well, let's just say it's going to look about as predictable as a toddler on a sugar rush. Emerging markets will continue to rise, particularly in Asia and Africa. We're talking about countries with booming populations, growing middle classes, and a hunger for avocado toast that rivals even the trendiest Brooklyn hipster. Meanwhile, traditional economic powerhouses might find themselves struggling to keep up. The United States, once the undisputed champion of capitalism, might have to start sharing the podium with China, India, and maybe even a few surprise guests. The rise of digital currencies will continue to shake things up. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, who knows what the next big cryptocurrency will be? Maybe it'll be called Aaron Coin. It'll be like Bitcoin, but with slightly better interest rates and a picture of my face on it. But in all seriousness, the future of the global economy is uncertain. Trade wars, pandemics, alien invasions, anything could happen. Okay, maybe not alien invasions, but you get the point. The best we can do is stay informed, adapt to change, and maybe invest in some good noise-canceling headphones to block out the inevitable economic doom-mongering. Chapter 5. Healthcare, it's getting weird and hopefully a lot better. And finally, let's talk about healthcare. No, not the kind that involves arguing with your insurance company on the phone for 6 hours straight. We're talking about the exciting, cutting-edge world of medical breakthroughs and technological advancements. By 2025, personalized medicine will be all the rage. We're talking about treatments tailored to your specific genetic makeup, lifestyle, and questionable dietary choices. Imagine a world where your doctor prescribes you a personalized diet plan based on your DNA, instead of just handing you a pamphlet about the benefits of kale. And speaking of exciting advancements, get ready for the rise of telemedicine. No more waiting rooms filled with sick people coughing on you. With telemedicine, you can consult with your doctor from the comfort of your own home, wearing your pajamas and avoiding the judgmental stares of the receptionist. Nanotechnology will also play a major role in healthcare. Imagine tiny robots swimming through your bloodstream, delivering drugs directly to diseased cells and cleaning out those pesky arterial plaques. It's like having a team of microscopic plumbers working on your cardiovascular system 24/7. Of course, these advancements won't come cheap. Healthcare costs will continue to rise because apparently even microscopic plumbers need to get paid. But hey, at least we'll be living longer and healthier lives, right? And isn't that what really matters? Well, that and having enough money left over to afford a decent retirement. Maybe we can program those nanobots to win the lottery for us. The future is now-ish. So there you have it, folks, a glimpse into the crystal ball of 2025. Will all of these predictions come true? Probably not. The future is a fickle beast, much like a cat, fascinating to observe, but ultimately impossible to predict with complete accuracy. But one thing is for sure, the world is changing at an unprecedented pace, and while that can be daunting, it's also incredibly exciting. We live in a time of unprecedented technological advancement, scientific discovery, and yes, even economic opportunity. So let's embrace the unknown, face the challenges head on, and try to make the future a little bit brighter, or at least a little bit less dystopian. And hey, if all else fails, there's always the option of building a bunker and waiting for the robots to take over. Just make sure you have a good Wi-Fi connection down there.